Alright guys, welcome back. I'll be doing my week 3 review of my portfolio a little bit different. I'll be doing a bit of a deep dive as I want to be more consistent with posting this on my YouTube. So today I'll be going over all my holdings that I have currently, gain and losses, what the portfolio makes, what do I do with the money. So we'll just start at the top and work our way down. Actually, for the past, well, I guess one day, so this would be Friday, the portfolio was down 1,000, almost $1,400. Um, the market was doing pretty well, and then some news came out around, looks like 3, and it just went off a cliff. So that's it. So the portfolio for the 1 week is down 2,077. For the 1 month, we're down 657. 3 months were up 8%, $4,200. For the 1 year, we're up 11,000 or 28%, and for the all-time, we're up 16,000 or 44%. So my holdings include ENCL, FEPI, FTN, Misty. This is a new harvest fund for MicroStrategy in Canada. I own the YieldMax one, which I love. It's done pretty well. The Nvidia, I own 300 shares QDTE for weekly dividends. Tesla and YMAX as well for weekly dividends. So we can go through the activities for this month so far. Actually, the so for the month so far, Misty was my biggest dividend payer, paying 1,071 US, and I basically took that money, any dividends that I get from Misty and Nvidia, I basically take that money and take it out to pay down a line of credit that I did take some money out of to invest in the first place. So earlier this month I sold Alti, but it also paid me some dividends. It paid me $480. They took out the withholding taxes from that, and I used that money to basically pay back my line of credit. So this portfolio was specifically designed to basically, I would say, replace my 9 to 5 income. And the way that I went about doing that is I wanted to find the best way to get a cash flowing portfolio. I am not interested in, well, not at the moment, interested in seeing like 100,000 here, but my portfolio only produces like $3,000 for the year or something like that. I'm more interested in money that I can live off right now and some growth, but I'm more interested in just cash flowing the portfolio at the moment, so that I can either so that I can enjoy living, not just working and not like racking up debt or whatever, like not being too stingy in my living. So that's why I chose this style of investing. And I'm going to jump over to my spreadsheet that I use to track everything, and I'll also be looking at my repayment that I'm doing, and also Snowball Analytics that tracks the portfolio, what it has done, what it has been doing, and how it's been performing. So over on the spreadsheet here, these are all my numbers for my Canadian side and my US side, because that's the way the portfolio is designed. So for the month of January so far, I've gotten around $2,490 Canadian in terms of dividends, and I'll show you where those dividends, well, I showed you where they came from, but like how this portfolio tracks it and how the portfolio has been doing. So ENCL, I recently got to this 175 in shares, and that would produce $50 per month, but they recently dropped their dividend to from 29 cents per share to, I believe, 26 cents. So I will have to buy a few more shares to get back to that $50 per month dividend. So I'll be doing that with the dividend that it produces. I'll be just reinvesting it into ENCL until I can get back to that. FEPI, I bought one share and I've just been reinvesting the dividends because it costs $50. So it is pretty expensive to get to buy FTN. This was one I owned before. I owned it and it was producing around $20 at the time, so I did collect a lot of dividends from it, and I'm looking to re to add it back to the portfolio. The Harvest Misty, I got 2 shares of that. This one is set to pay probably like 40 cents depending on how it performs, so I'll be buying some of this as well. Misty, this is the cash generator of my portfolio. I have 680 shares, looking to get to 1,000. My average price is $29.55, current price 27. So I have a book value of $20,093, current value of this, so I'm saying that I'm down $1,094. But I have gotten a lifetime dividends. This is after the 15% withholding tax of $6,637 with all-in performance of 27.59% or $5,543. So this one has been performing very well, and I'll continue to buy this, trying to get it to 1,000 shares. Trying to get this to 1,000, this to 1,000. This I'll just keep on reinvesting the money into it, the dividends into it. Tesla as well, and YMAX as well. I'll be reinvesting those dividends. The dividends that I do take out of the portfolio to pay back the line of credit are dividends produced by Misty and NVIDIA. I used to own Alti. If I go to my transactions, I used to own Alti, but I sold it for a small loss. It did produce, I think I sold it for a loss of like 500 and something dollars, because I bought Alti because when I had the money to buy Misty, it was too high. It was at like 35 or something, and I wasn't willing to buy that at that price. So I decided to just buy some Alti and collect the dividends until the price came back down. So the price came back down, so I sold it and put the money back into Misty, and maybe I'll buy some more once I get to my 1,000 shares of Misty. Maybe I'll take some dividends and put towards this, but I'm not in a rush to do any of that right now. These are all the dividends and the way I track them. So if we go to the most recent ones, so I normally put what the dividend was in total, then I put the withholding tax subtraction from that. That way it balances out. And yeah, that's pretty much what I do with the portfolio. This line of credit that I've been talking about is these two. So I have one with Scotia and one with RBC, and these were the starting amounts, well, how much money I took out to invest, and I've been using the dividends to pay it back. So in December, the portfolio produced $2,700 in dividends. So that came from a combination of Alti, Misty, and NVIDIA, and I basically took that money out. I parked it in the RBC line of credit because it has the lowest amount. And for this month so far, the portfolio has produced around, let's see, so Misty paid the 1076 minus the taxes, so 910.54 plus 229.07 from NVIDIA and 40 plus 408.05 from Alti. And NVIDIA has one more payment NVIDIA has one more payment for January, so that payment, whatever it comes out to be, will be added as well and will be withdrawn. So far the portfolio has produced 1,547.66 in USD from the funds that I do take out, and that converted to CAD would be 1,000, what was it, 566? 1,547. 1,547.66. So it's produced around $2,176. I think the next NVIDIA payment will be on the 31st. So once that payment comes, it'll be added here. I think it might be another 200 US or 300 maybe. So whatever it is, it'll be added and then converted to CAD and then used to pay on this line of credit. And over the weekend I made a $500 purchase, so I just basically added it to the balance, because before it was only 14,300. So I just added it, and I'll just use whatever payment I get to tackle that. So if I put in the 2001, whatever it was, then yeah, so hopefully this will be finished paying off by probably August. Maybe I'll be finished paying off this if nothing else happens in life that adds to it. And let me show Snowball Analytics. This basically tracks the portfolio. It's all synced up, and it has a dividend calendar, and August is supposed to be a big month because Misty pays two times in this month. So, and this also does all the taxes and everything. It takes out at once. It has been synced up with the portfolio. So FEPI was this, yeah, FEPI should do a payment on Monday. I think this is the wrong day. I think it should be on Monday. So I'll basically just reinvest that. NVIDIA has one more payment, an estimate of that. Not sure what it will pay, but I'm looking forward to that. And if we go to February, saying we should make around 3,000 Canadian. We'll see what that payment actually turns out to be, because this is just all estimated. And it's saying that I should make around 38,000 from the portfolio for 2025. If we go back to 2024, I got a pretty big payout of like 3,000 in December, which was awesome. And I am a bit all over the place because this is like my first full overview of my portfolio. So 2024, yeah, so 2024 started out just with $200 in dividends. Then I switched over to these high yield US dividends, and they have been steadily climbing, and I haven't looked back since. So if this is something that you guys are interested in, or you guys want to follow along, please subscribe to my channel. Ask any questions that you might have. or just come by and watch and like the video. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next one.